I already call you a nickname which is dumbass. Linda.
So your viewing rooms have no bad wandering spirits, but you really need to move that creepy looking old rocking chair from the bottom of the stairs for safety reasons.
Angel looks at Thomas, who looks at Joyce, who looks at Mark, who looks at Mercedes. Linda.
Did I just say something to offend you folks?
Front lobby office. Thomas and Mark are sitting having a drink of Southern Comfort. Thomas. Now how do you suppose that fucking rocking chair got back up here? Mark.
It beats the fuck out of my ass, chum. Every time we get rid of it, the fucking chair returns to the bottom of the stairs.
Thomas. Angel wants us to give the chair away to Goodwill. Mark.
Do you think we should give it to Goodwill?
Thomas. I really don't want to fuck with someone's personal affects. Mark.
What if we took it next door to the spare house?
Thomas. Now there's a damn good fucking idea, we'll take it over there tomorrow. Mark.
Well, partner, I would love to stay for another drink, but I'm tapping out for the night.
Mark stands up to leave the office. Thomas. Remember to not wake up Joyce. Mark.
Why would I wake up Joyce?
Thomas. Take a few seconds to think about it. Mark.
Now I know where you're going with that comment.
Mark leaves the office as Thomas leans back in the chair behind the desk as he closes his eye. Thomas. Maybe I should also tap out for the night. Thomas suddenly begins to feel a cool draft pass by him as he opens his eyes to check the window. Thomas. The cool draft is not coming from the window. Thomas leans back in his chair and takes a sip of his drink while closing his eyes. Thomas. I'll go to bed after I drink this drink. Thomas suddenly opens his eyes to the sound of a male voice coming from across the room. Male voice. Good evening, Thomas. Thomas begins to become concerned as he looks across the office to find nobody there. Thomas. Please tell me this is not another one of Mark's fucking pranks. Male voice. No, it's not another one of Mark's fucking pranks. Thomas looks at his drink. Thomas. Maybe I should give up drinking. Thomas's eyes open wide as he begins to see a figure slowly appearing in a chair. Thomas. What in sweet ass fuck is going on here? Thomas continues to look at the figure as it begins to fully appear sitting in the chair. Male voice. Please don't be scared, Thomas. Thomas. You're the same voice that I heard in the chapel the other night. Male voice. That is correct, Thomas. Thomas. So who the fuck are you? And how the fuck did you get in here? Male voice. Your first answer is that I'm your late father, and your second answer is that I came through your window. Thomas. What's your full name? Male voice. Robert Clayton Hearse. Thomas. What's my full name? Robert.
Thomas James Hearse.
Thomas. When was I born? Robert.
June 12, 1961.
Thomas. What was my mother's name? Robert.
Jean Ann Hearse.
Thomas. How many siblings do I have? Robert.
You were our only child.
Thomas. Are you sure about that? Because I have different information. Robert.
Why would I lie to you, Thomas?
Thomas. Who is Amanda Hearse? Thomas suddenly directs his attention to a knock on the office door when he looks to find Clayton gone as Angel opens the door. Angel. Who in the fuck are you talking to, sweetheart? Thomas. I was just watching a show on YouTube, sweetheart. Angel. Well, fuck YouTube and come up to bed so we can do some shagging. Thomas. You don't have to ask me twice. Thomas proceeds to leave the office when he glances in the wall-hanging mirror to see his late father. Bay Street Hotel. Mark and Joyce enter the hotel room to find several male uniformed police officers and Dr. Sheila Bellows staring down at their female victim laid out on the bed holding a rosary in her hands. Joyce. Good afternoon, Dr. Bellows. Sheila.
Good afternoon, Detective.
Mark.
Looks like our Rosery suspect has struck again.
Sheila.
Our victim's name is Ms. Isabella Addison.
Joyce. Who found her? Sheila.
Hotel manager William Harrow, who was doing a room check.
Mark.
Out victim is laid out like Thomas and Angel's victim was laid out.
Joyce. Do you think there's a possible connection with both victims? Sheila.
Looking at the way our victim is laid out dressed in black and a rosary in her folded hands.
Joyce. The rosary looks like the one they used in the funeral homes. Mark.
I remember seeing a box of color rosaries at our funeral home.
Shelley begins to chuckle a bit. Sheila.
I still can't believe that you guys bought the funeral home.
Joyce. What can we say, Doc? It serves our purpose. Mark.
Any idea on a death timeline?
Sheila.
I think maybe 6 hours, give or take.
Mark looks at one of the police officers. Mark.
Could you please track down Mr. Harlow so I can speak to him?
Officer.
Will do, Detective.
Police officer leaves the room into the hallway. Joyce. What did your examination find so far, Doc? Sheila.
I know for a fact that she died from being suffocated and she was also sexually assaulted.
Mark.
Did anyone find her personal effects?
Sheila.
We did manage to find her wallet, house keys, car keys, and her cell phone over on the nightstand.
Mark.
You didn't manage to find a loose cuff link anywhere?
Mark looks over at the entrance to see a police officer walking with Mr. Marlowe. Mark.
Thank you kindly, officer. Can we step over here, Mr. Marlowe, so we can have a chit-chat?
William.
This is really going to affect New York business, Detective.
Mark.
Does anyone besides you know about this situation?
William.
I'm the only one who checks in on the rooms.
Mark.
Is there a back service elevator we can use?
William.
Yes, it's just down the hallway on the left-hand side. It goes down to the garage parking.
Mark.
We'll do our best to keep it under wraps for now.
William.
May sit down, Detective, while we talk.
Mark.
Sure you can. Would you like a glass of water?
William.
I'm good for now, thank you.
Mark.
So it is my understanding that you were the one to find the body?
William.
Yes, I found her while checking the room to see if it was vacant.
Mark.
What time was this?
William.
Maybe around 11 o'clock, give or take.
Mark.
Take me through on what you did when you found our victim.
William.
I had opened the door to find the young lady laying on the bed. Then I advised the young lady that it was time for her to leave the room with no reply. I entered the room to approach the young lady to find her not breathing. Then I used the room phone to call 911.
Mark.
Did you touch anything whatsoever before the emergency crew arrived?
William.
No, detective, I just left the room to wait downstairs.
Mark.
Do you recognize the young lady as being here before?
William.
This is the first time that I have seen this young lady.
Mark.
Do you have security cameras, and if so, do they work?
William.
Our security cameras work great.
Mark.
I'm going to need you to copy the footage from when she signed in to when you had found her.
William.
I will go to my office to do that for you right away, detective.
Mark.
I'm going to have a police officer go with you.
Mark looks at the police officer. Mark.
Can you please escort Mr. Harlow down to this office and stay with him?
Police officer and William leave the room as Mark walks over to Joyce. Joyce. How did that interview work out for you, Sparky? Mark.
Worked out as good. I'm going to snoop around the room.
Mark begins to walk and glance around the room. Joyce. Do you think our suspect has a rosary fetish? Mark.
I think our suspect has a color black and a rosary fetish.
Joyce. I wonder why our suspect chooses to murder his victims inside hotel rooms. Sheila.
Maybe he wants his victims to be found by someone.
Joyce takes a few minutes to send cell phone photos of the victim personal effects to Mercedes. Sheila.
So how is everyone adapting to being at the funeral home?
Joyce. Everyone seems to be adapting to working and living there. Sheila.
Oh, before I forget to mention, I had a female party call my office inquiring about the Rouge family.
Joyce. No shit, after 15 long years. Sheila.
She was inquiring if we had any of the Rouge family in our storage. I have one of my assistants doing a double check in our morgue.
Joyce. But I thought all the bodies were admitted when they came in? Sheila.
I am just double checking for shits and giggles.
Joyce. How many patients do you have in the morgue? Sheila.
Our last audit found 520.
Joyce. What are you going to do if your assistant finds a member from the Rouge family? Joyce. Then it will become a shit show without the shits and giggles. Joyce. Please keep me updated. Sheila.
What are you guys going to do if someone from the Rouge family makes an unexpected appearance?
Joyce. Now that is a very good question. Mark rejoins Joyce and Sheila carrying a gold pocket watch with a little chain in an evidence bag. Mark.
What was the initials that was on the cufflink Thomas found?
Joy.
I do believe they were K and R.
Mark.
It appears that our suspect may be missing a pocket watch.
Joyce. We'll send it to our lab so they can test it for prints. Sheila.
I'm going to call my office for my removal team.
Mark.
Let your removal crew know they can use the garage to access the service elevator instead of the main lobby entrance.
Joyce. I guess we're done here. Mark.
I think we should visit the Rosebud on the way back to base.
Joyce. I'll check to see what Angel and Thomas is up to. Maybe they would like to join us for lunch. Mark.
Check to see if Mercedes would also like to join us.
Joyce and Mark leave the hotel room. Rosebud Restaurant. Thomas, Mark, Angel, Joyce sitting down having lunch as James approaches their booth. James.
How is the food?
Thomas. Compliments to the chef. James.
The chef accepts your compliments.
Angel. How is Linda doing today after her smudging session? James.